Okay. Testing microphone. I guess it's working. Hard to tell. Discovered that the audio on a lot of my stuff was way too low. So actually, let me look at my settings on that. Yes, sir. See here. Not party. It's as best as it's gonna get. I can't get it any louder. I moved it closer to my mouth. Maybe that'll help. I don't know. We'll see. Tally ho. Come on, get the fuck back into the game. That was weird. Both microphone and gameplay are being broadcast. That is awesome. So I'm loaded out with 4 pulse lasers, 2 of them fixed, 2 of them gimbaled. The gimbaled ones are on the wings of the Imperial Clipper that I'm flying today. The pulses are fixed and are in the medium slots on the belly of the bird. It's a new configuration. This is actually, if I get into any combat, it would be the first use of what's here. I've never done it before. Manifest scanner. I really could leave behind, but I don't give a shit. I'm going to carry it with me. Whoops. Core internals. What I've got with me is... It's a decently modified hard drive. Frame shift drive. Let's see, how do I observe that? Let's see, modifications. So, plus 43.2%. So, you know, makes it able to do 23.95 kitted out. If I strip it down, it would go much faster, but I need my toys. Which include some larger thrusters, etc., etc., but also landing vehicle. Right now I've got, what is this extra cargo? I could probably get rid of this cargo hold right here and replace it with something, I don't know, useful, but I want to keep my shields and, for right now, this stuff, because what I'm doing is I'm gonna roll through, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe the next 20 stops on the road to riches. It's gonna, I don't even know where I'm going to start yet. I've got a list that I'm on. I finished up to number 63 from this particular list that was in a particular order. I don't know where I am physically in relation to where I left off. So I might have some flight to get to where I want to start even. I don't want to dick around and try and find the closest connection to the road and, you know, find where it is on the list, etc., etc. I'm just going to freaking go. Once I replace this cargo hold with something, I don't know, let's see what we can get. What can we replace this with? I already have a lot of my toys. I really don't need much of anything else. Do I have my auto repair? I do have an auto repair down there. I don't know that I have anything else that I want to bring with me. Maybe I'm not doing any piracy. I don't interdict anybody right now. Oh, actually, that's what I'm gearing up this ship to be. So the best I could afford, well, that's just it. I want to get, what I'm doing is I'm trying to run some roads to riches to build up just that, riches, to be able to afford shit like the, you know, $7 million, 7 million credit frame shift interdictor here, but I just don't have the funds to throw at it yet. I have in the lower right hand corner 16.2 million credits, down from 44 which I then bought this bird when I could afford it, which was, I think, I don't remember what, 20 million, something like that. And then I've been, you know, transferring parts off of my other craft, like the frame shift drive there that's been modified. I put on previous birds. It's one from an old Explorer, so the range is there. So I figured, why not? I mean, I could go back to the market, and where I've got my other vehicles parked, I've got my like 46 light year jump range bird that I could go fly to the place and be there faster. But the point is that I'm enjoying flying this Clipper that just looks and sounds and is so freaking badass. So I'm going in this one, and that's just the way it is. But I've got all my Explorer kit here. It is what it is, and livery is what it is. Right now, it's let's see. I'll just show. Why the hell not? SRV is blue like the ship, I think. Yes, blue like the ship, and it's got, you know, some Explorer. That's my highest level, you know, etc. And then my Clipper livery. So we're going. Ship name is the Blue Baron A23. This is going to be changed in the near future when I reconfigure this bird into a, well, essentially a privateer slash pirate ship for the Empire, and it will be a I'm going to rename it the Bonnie Lad, I think, and it's going to get a different coat of paint, etc., etc. But right now it has the call sign, the ship name Blue Baron, and the ship ID for me is always Alpha 23. That's just the way I fly. So right now, simple nameplates, classical, kind of a look with white there. I'm flying for Arissa Lavengi. Lavengi? It's really, yeah, I can never pronounce her. It's the latest Duval, right? The latest Duval. Flying for her because right now I'm working on my Imperial Hammer, and I'll have it in, well, when it rolls over on Thursday. Everything's blue because I'm the Blue Baron, and fuck you. Got my little Coriolis on the wire there. I find this shit just gets in the way. This dashboard number 1 on my on this bird is sufficiently out of the way, but it's still in the shot, etc. It's just kind of obnoxious to have all this crap in the view. Right now, I mean, yeah, it looks like it wants something, but then it blocks the displays that are all displayed over these black surfaces. So I don't want to clog up my beautiful dashboard. And I'm gonna go back, and that's that bird. Yep, so that's what I'll be flying today. Let's see, I've got a lot of stuff stored, but I don't care. I'm gonna go back up here. Let's see. Let us find what we're looking for. Okay, so it's going to be number 64 on the road to riches. And let me use my magic little iPhone app here to paste in the name of the system. As soon as I can capture that. Okay. There we go. Yep. Do it, baby. Enter comment. That did not work. Here we go. Haha. Ooh. 246 away. That's gonna be about 10 jumps. But I'm cool with that. It's really cool that it showed what I pasted in too. Oh, I did that by accident actually. That's cool. I could type in the chat by selecting a thing in the iPhone app, and talking at my iPhone at Siri, and it does a halfway decent job, then that might be a useful way to do commenting. Let me do that. Let me see if I can do that again. Yo! Exclamation point. That's not working. Maybe it is. If you want to talk with me, type in the chat field and I will respond! Exclamation point. That may or may not pop up in the comments field. I don't know if I got that figured out or not. Well, if it does, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Either way, it did. And all I got was the first word, yo. Okay, whatever. I don't give a shit. I'm gonna run to the hills here. Let's see. I've got like 10 jumps to get there. It's gonna take fuel. I knew it. 10 jumps, yeah. Yeah, that's fine. I don't care. 10 jumps is nothing. But then I start exploring, so I don't care for the... I guess the reason I'm not switching to my explorer ship and being there in 3 jumps, essentially, is that once I'm on the road to riches, I won't need the huge range. They're all like, that's the idea. It's a road. It's a path that is all connected. And I'm just going to frickin' talk and launch at the same time, because I'm sitting here chit-chatting and not getting any progress. And I got 10 jumps to get to where I could even start doing the road. So I could talk about the road while I'm jumping along the road. I think I could do that. Got me fuel scoops, so I'm not going to be thirsty. There will be probably stations all along this 10 jump route. I don't anticipate being attacked. I am affiliated with a power, and I'm not sure where the hell I'm going. I'm not even bothering to look. I'm trusting in the PvE environment here to treat me kindly and not attack me, where I've been through hostile territory in this exact same power play setup. Ooh, I just racked the bottom of my bird. That's exactly the way I want to begin this trip here. Let's get the fuck out of the way. Oh, yeah. This is a not safe for work channel, by the way, children. Okay, 13 minutes and 24 seconds into my trip. And I'm just starting on the road to riches. I'm not. I'm starting on the path to the road to the riches. I got 10 jumps to get there. It's going to be jump fuel, jump fuel, jump fuel, jump fuel, etc. to get out there. So I'm getting some pretty decent sized jumps. That was an almost 30 light year jump. Almost 29 point something it said. And my fuel is at, basically that took a third or almost a quarter of what I started with. But I got a nice big chunky fuel scoop on this sucker. It's, what was it, a 6, I think? And I can get up to 300 something, 340, 360? If I want to fly into the fucking star. 343 per tick. So I'm done. I'm refueled. Yes, I'm at 70% heat, and in any second it's going to start bitching. But I'm now flying away, and it'll start going down. Okay, I flew away fast enough on that one. I find that if I'm bold enough and just charge in on the star like I just did there, that I can generally try and... Oops, see, I didn't have my shit together to do my D-scan here, but that's okay. I'll get it done before I jump. Because there's, see, a bunch of new discoveries. That'll count for money, too. You know, it's not a planet discovery or whatever. It's not a Earth leg being scanned, but here, you know, boom, there it was. First thing I'm going to has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in that same system. So once I get there, it'll be just running around in Super Cruise for a while. Going around scanning planets, looking at some nice scenery. The thing I like about this game is you could earn some money while being a tourist. You know, I get some beautiful screenshots, I get some beautiful sights out my windows, you know. I mean, every star is gorgeous. Yeah, they get kind of monotonous looking, but occasionally one jumps you and you look like, you know, blue neutron tendrils coming out the sides and shit. And so in almost anarchy, ooh, yar, there could be a pirate in there. Almost 30 light year jump. So where I was getting 46 on my ass. See, I forgot to scan the last system too. I need to make it part of what I do at the beginning of my heats, my fuel scooping, and then I'll remember to do it. Like I just did. If I don't charge in, I don't get quite 300 and whatever, 43 a tick, but even still, this is a very good fuel scoop to just, you know, dive right in, drink up, and get the hell out of Dodge. Once I get down past 40% heat or so, I charge up my frame shifts and I'm gone. Jump, 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 jump. I think I got, I'll have to check. I have to wait now because it won't let me look. I guess I could have been fast about it. Just done it and not talked about it. But I wanted to see how many jumps I had to go, but I'm in the process of a jump, so I'm outside of time and space. As they call this witch space or hyperspace, depending on how freaky you want to be about it. I kind of like witch space as its name. Yeah, there's going to be a bunch of new stuff. You can see I almost didn't do anything again. 44. Next system I jump into, I think I'm going to not scan. I'm going to look at the system map first and see if I can get let you see what demo what the boom that you're hearing is actually doing. Here's one of my co-pilots. Hello, Mickey boy. What you doing? Whoa, what's got me? I just want my friendship drive to charge. That's all. Friendship drive charging. 3, 2, 1. Engage. Okay, so I've got system map. Pull up the system map. It showed me that I have one new astronomical object discovered. It would probably be, I don't know, one of the stars and its accompanying children. The thing being is, once I perform the scan, I forget what the hell D-scan stands for. I suddenly have 40 astronomical bodies. Discovery scanner, that's what it stands for. So then if I look, suddenly there's not just like 4 little planets, it's populated everything in the system. So on the road to riches, that's what I'm going to use as the tool. Is it done? Oh, I'm way done fuel scooping. I can get the hell out of here. Let's see. Let's wait on that. Pull it up and get out of here. So yeah, the D-scanner is a tool that I'll be using. This one, for some reason, does not look... Sure it is. This has a really kind of orange, purpley orange color to it. I don't know if that's the... There's nothing else in the system, but look at the color of this star. Kind of like a pink glow off the... Really weird. Let's see. Get around the edge of it and get out of range of it first.
Frameshift drive charging.
A lot of anarchic systems out this way. I wonder what that's about. Anarchy. I mean, I know what anarchy's about, but I mean, why are there so many along this particular route? I don't know where I am. So, I haven't bothered to look at the political map of the situation. Drink up, my girl. Drink up. Swoosh.
Frameshift drive charging.
Friendship drive charging. Maintaining about 60% heat. While doing so, which means I pulled away just in time, or triggered it just as I pulled away in time. Yet another anarchy. I want to see if there's anything around in some of these systems. Just because I want to do Road to Riches doesn't mean that's the only route to getting some money along the way. Yar. I didn't get all my limbs and shit yet, so I'm not really decked out for that. It just sounds like a good idea. Really need to go sell all this luscious data after I'm done. Then I can talk about hunting up some yummies along the routes here. But these are what I'm looking for, is the anarchy system. I don't really see anything on my radar. I'm pretty far zoomed out. I don't see anything really in... Well, this particular system's kind of naked. It's pretty bare. Yeah, there's nothing in here. Just the sun. So what's to be anarchic about? What's to be about the anarchy? But let's see. What I need to do, let me get my shit in line, but instead of jumping right this second, I'm going to pull up my galaxy map and just get an idea of where I am, because I have no idea where in the route of, where in the world am I? What I want is the power play map, and I want to just get an eyeball around. I'm already outside the bubble. Come on, you sucker. There it goes. Oh, of course, it's because the joystick that I have, for some reason, really likes to... It's weird. It's a weird joystick. So I'm already significantly outside the bubble. That may explain the anarchy. I don't know. I'm not quite sure how many more jumps I even have left to go. I've already gone maybe 5. I'm leaving maybe 5 left. I don't know. Oh, here, let's just zoom in on this sucker and see that I've got essentially 2 more jumps to go, according to this, to get to the start to where I'm going to be doing Road to Riches. Did I really jump all that way already? Yeah, I guess I did. 2 jumps, that's what it says. If I'd just looked right there, I would have had the same information, but I really wanted the broader picture of the fact that, yes, indeed, I am outside the bubble doing some exploration. But it's baby outside the bubble. I'm, you know, 3 jumps away from being there, I guess.
3, 2,
So, okay. I need to start thinking explorer-wise, so get my scanners all primed and ready.
fuse complete.
No. 31 astrological objects. Astronomical, not astrological. Oh, look at this wide assortment of varying critters. But somebody's already been here long ago.
Fuel scooping complete.
I expect that to be the case all along the path of bridges here. The idea is that they're mapped by someone long ago, and I'm using that person's map to verify and, you know, make my money off of verifying what they did. As anybody else who wants to do the Road to Riches can do. It's not,
Drive charging.
the only entry is Google Road to Riches, and you'll find all kinds of information on it.
4, 3, 2,
Boom. Okay, so see, that trip was not so bad. This next place we're entering is the beginning of what we want to start working on. Irides Sector Zeta Jammin Alpha. Looks like it what it is, some shit. Let's see here. So I'm gonna scan first. I'm here, so I'm gonna start selecting these unexplored stars and letting my scanners do their shit. And I don't really need to leave this mode, the Super Cruise, if I don't want to. Let's see. So I've discovered this system. I'm going to get away from this. I have plenty of fuel, so I'm just going to get away from the star. One of my co-pilots just jumped over on top of me and said hello. Sorry for the stutter. Let's see. I am looking for C5. C5. Oh yes, look at that beautiful star, right, or planet right there. That sucker is an Earth-like, looks like, or a water world. And so we've got C5, AB6, AB7, C4, C3, C3. I'm not sure why they put them in this order. Let's take a look at distances here. I've got 7,000 light seconds out. AB is going to be these, and we're looking at AB 6 and 7. 6, 7. Let's go here first, because it's like we're almost there. Just need to get some stuff in view here. Yeah, I got a little star there. We basically are just going to get close enough for the scanner to get in and scan. I don't have any mods on any of my stuff for exploring here too. I just realized on my actual explorer bird for in deep out in the black, I've got it's been engineered for starts, you know, further range out for hitting the worlds for scanning, so I don't have to get quite as close in. It's nice to get close in and get a view of them, though, which is why I don't mind doing it now. Else I would have gone back to the station. I mean, you know, I still can't even really see the planet, and I'm already scanning it, so it's not like I have to go up close and like lick it or something. It's just, matter of fact, I want to see these planets. I want to get close to these because they're nice looking Earth-likes, and this is a high metal world, okay, but it has a very blue look to it, like it's some sort of. Look out the window at it. I could even come. I can't land on it. It's not one that I can land on. Let me make sure I'm not gonna fly right the fuck into it. It's not one that I could land. Oh yeah, I guess it isn't very blue at all in retrospect. Now that I get an actual look at the rock itself, it is more white, and that's fine. That's the first off the list. This was AB6. And I'm old-fashioned. I got a big old list of paper here, and I scratch it off. That was AB6. Let's look at AB7. And then we're on to C. AB7. Let me get up some speed here, because we don't really need to. Going slow is fine, but we need some momentum when we get out towards having to go 7. Anything beyond, like, you know, the single-digit light second ranges, 10,000 beyond, you start to like, oh my god, it's going to be an hour. It's not. I'm chit-chatting when I should be rocking and rolling. Let's go make some money. This one should also probably be some sort of high metal or something. I don't have. I printed it out in black and white even. That's how old school it is. So I don't even know what if it's a Earth-like or what. I can't tell by the icons as they're printed. It's from a website. I don't remember what website, and I actually have the website. let me pay attention to what I'm doing, because I'm gonna overrun the Huns here. The website is Alpha Orbital, and it's a Roads to Riches guide there that has a nice tracking list that. Yeah, I don't know why I said I didn't have it, because I do have it. The same list that I'm using on paper, which I just use to have a nice hard copy of what the hell I've done, and I don't have to worry about cookies being reset on the list page or whatever. Let me slow down here, get a nice scan. Too slow, because I don't want to lose all that nice juicy beyond light speed momentum, like so. Let's pull away, let's speed up a little bit, because I know the next bit I got to get to is a long range away. That was AB7. Yes, that was AB7. Next we're going to look at the C range, because we need to, yeah, C range, or I should say the stars. The planets 2, 3, 4, and 6 on the third solar body out here somewhere. I'm going way. It feels like I'm going way too fast. I don't know what that is out there. What is that I'm looking at? Something that was within range. Anything you scan is going to get you some money, but I guess there's no. That's probably it's a sun. Okay, it may be the sun I'm headed for. It's 6,000 light seconds out there. I need to pull up the map here and really look, though. I'm waiting for it to cook. You can hear it. And then it tells me what I'm looking at. That is C. That's the one I'm looking for. So I can just open the gun up. Oh, I don't want to look view, though maybe later. And I want to say I want to go to 2, 3, 4, and 6. 2, 3, 4, and 6. I have to burn it into my brain. So we got 2, 3, 4, and 6. They're all kind of within the same range. Looks like we'll start here and just make our way into the system. So, turns out in space there's a lot of systems that have the binary and trinary stars. So, more than one star in a given system. This one happens to have, was it 3, I think is what I saw there? I pulled out and so that because I'm already almost on top of it at these speeds. It says 33 seconds away, but it's not really. It's, who knows? I haven't figured out the math of it all yet, but the idea is that right now I'm losing speed. I'm at 38 points, or 37 point yada da C. That is C being as in E equals mc squared in the speed of light. So I'm doing right now 28 times the speed of light as I'm approaching the system. Look at this gorgeous shot. I wish I knew had a key binding to turn off the lines real quick. I need to do that at some point so I could take beautiful screenshots of this, or even have vistas on the video without seeing all the orbit lines. But I need them to be able to see when I'm like fuel scooping. I don't want to fuel scoop without them because I need to be able to see where the edge of the star really is. Okay, I'm going way too fast. Whoa, let's not buzz that. See, I wasn't paying any attention, and I flew into the system at like, I don't know what it was, 7 times the speed of light or something. I was going way too fast to interact with these planets. I still am. I'm doing 8 seconds as if I'm going to land on this sucker. Slowed way down. So I'm already on top of this one. You could see orbits around it. I think it probably has... No, that was like some sort of ranging around oh, it's the gravity furrows of the thing. Okay, so that was C2. Bring up my list, look again. And actually it's 3, 4, and 6 I'm looking for. Get up a little momentum. I don't really need to do too much. If I could do 3, 4, and 6. 3 it is. So I need to pay attention and see where my scanners are popping up. These are new and my others are longer range. 54, I think it is. Okay, so when it breaks 50, I can finally start scanning them. So I need to slow down at that point because, or there's no reason to slow down sooner. I just have to do it this way. So all the information and stuff is mapped in a virtual space around me. And if I had VR goggles, and if PlayStation supported it yet, I'd be able to look in this view and fly. And that's my ultimate dream, is to be able to just have my goggles on here and just, strap in and fly around the frickin' universe. That really would be amazing. But on the PlayStation, so far, it isn't capable of that. When it is, I'm sold. I mean, I've got the money put away already for the fucker. Until then, I'll fly on. Basically, have a nice big screen TV. I don't remember what exactly it is. It's, I think, 55 inches. It's 55 and a half or some shit inches, and I have a lounger with, basically a beach lounger with a HOTAS joystick and throttle connected to it, that serves the purpose of a pilot's couch for now. It would work great with a VR rig too, because I could then just have my hands on and just, you know, sit there and drool at the wall. I need to slow down. I don't want to arrive in 8 seconds though. I want to be like just letting it generate. So the thing I hate is that I do got to get the sensors maybe quicker, because it's once I'm in range, I'm already flying. Like if I maintain the same speed I was, I fly right past whatever the hell it is I was scanning. And then 5 and 6. That's the thing too with the paper list. If I'm relying on the paper list, which I tend to do, because it's just a pain in the app to have to hop on the app. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna go here. Whether or not it's closest, I don't give a hoot. Because if I accidentally scratch one off that I haven't seen yet, like I didn't notice it was either the 5 or the 6, I would have to listen back on my commentary later and see what's what. I skipped one of those previously. I don't remember if it was the top or the bottom of the list, and the way I've got everything bracketed out on paper so that I could see where's in what system, they're not in order. They're in correct order for the system. I know what, you know, everything's grouped that way, but I don't get them listed out in planetary order for some reason, and I'm not sure, you know, if it was just when I sorted it, how I sorted it when I did it. I don't know if it's me, you know what I'm saying? I don't care. I work with the tool that's in front of me, and the tool in front of me I didn't sort correctly. Whatever that's capable of fixing or not. For right now, it's confusing sometimes where I've been and where I haven't in the system. So I you know, hand everything, scratch it out. Even still, I sometimes end up missing one because I'm like, oh, was I there? I was there. No, I wasn't. Okay, so I've done everything but 6 in this system. And I may even decide to scan something else here, but for now, I think this is... Or is this 6? No, this is a moon of 5. What, Mr. Kitty? I hear you meowing. Almost on top of it already. Scratching at the wall over there. I think there's another cat visiting outside, and I think he wants to go out and say hello, as it were, and I don't let them outside. He's fixed though, so I mean it's not like he wants to go out and get. Let's see. Okay, so this is the last one in that system. Then I'm jumping over to Hyades something or another. Scan that sucker. Hey, viewer. Oh, hey, I got a viewer. I do have a viewer. Howdy. I'm doing Road to Riches. Just doing the thing. If you want to type, I'll see it below. I can type back, but I'm assuming, oh, bye. I did all those. Boom. Including that one. And this one. Go here. Yeah, rock and roll. So I'm using the PS4 iPhone connection app to cut and paste system names into the field there. I'm on the PlayStation 4 doing this, so let's see. This is probably just gonna, yeah, it's just one little jump. Let's see. Boom. Off we go. Hoping there's no star in the way. Friendship drive charging. Off we go. And then I'm gonna be, there's one little thing to scan here. It's planet Bravo 3, or planet 6, I guess it is. Planet 6. Get some scanning going on, because I have no idea what's in here. There's fuel scoopies. 26 finds, yep. Just gonna sit here for a second and let it scoop, and then I'll deal with what I want to deal with. Okay, now I can fly away a little bit. Assure myself I'm not gonna burn up in the heart of the sun while I'm over here looking at the beautiful star systems. So I'm looking for number 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It just glistened. That was interesting. Did I really see this thing glisten? That may suggest that they're signaling when you look at something. This is the one they're identifying. Okay, let's get there and see what they want to have on offer. Wow, it's big enough for me to scan it from this far? Because I wasn't even within range of the 50 light seconds. The water world is huge. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's beautiful. Thank you. That'll be worth something. Then, let's see. Most of these are water or high metal. And see, these are a bunch of single ones in this area. But shit, I don't want to break the chain. Okay, figures. Check that one off, and we're going to go to this one. Connection, come on. It needs to stay on. I don't understand why it turns off. That's the only thing about that. This is not a star that I can refuel at as well. That's interesting. It's not going to be a KGB foam star, I don't think. Oh, wait, I was on power play bullshit. So, there we go. Okay, one jump. Yeah, that's the thing with, once you're on the road, you pretty much have everything right within a nice distance. It's not you're not jump like 10, 15 between the scannables, but in this case I'm jumping and scanning. I have one thing to scan, jump 2 things to scan, jump 1, jump 1, jump 1, jump 3. So a lot of jumping, but they're single jumps. But for single scans. I like where I go in a system like that last one and have like 7 or 10 things to scan. Always, always, always fuel scoop first. Get it done so that you don't get stuck out there without fuel, because that sucks dick to be stuck out there with no frickin'
Fuel
fuel.
skipping complete.
It's happened once or twice to me when I was playing on the Mac. Let me shut up a second and see what I need to get doing here. I need to find A5. Let me pull up the star charts. Let's say A5 system chart, I should say. A1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's this guy right here. Look at this crazy place. Let's see. I may even... No, I doubt that I'll ever... if I keep on to the Road of Riches, I doubt I'll find anything new. I can't imagine that people would leave things unfound at this point. I mean, the Road to Riches has existed for, I don't know, a year or two at least, something like. Let me slow the fuck down so I don't slam into this planet. So that's never fun. It looks like it's probably a water world, too. Splash! Cannonball! No, I don't think so. It was indeed a water world, and that's always fun because they're gonna add up to a little something on the market there. But so that's the only thing I really wanted to scan here. I'm on to the next star. Let's pull up a chart, galaxy map. Found that. I'm on to the next one. Come on, clicky. Sometimes this page does not like to be... There it goes. Switch back to PlayStation app. Tag this bad dog right here. Click this, click this. Come on. Talkie, talkie. Why is it not connecting? I don't want to try and type the name of this freaking system. Come on now. Re-enter the galaxy map. Huh. Can we close the app? Reopen the app. Connect to PS4, second screen, connect. Now I've got a cursor and I can paste. See, if I just knew where it was, if I had an actual map, it would be a different thing. But at least I could use the web browser on my phone and the PlayStation app on the phone to paste in the names as I go along. It just makes it easier to get where the hell you need to go. I'm doing this on the PlayStation 4, and I don't have a... I guess I could connect a Bluetooth keyboard or whatever and type the name of this bitch, but why? I could just, you know, type... or I could type it into the app if I wanted to, but I can just cut and paste it because the site that I'm using... oh, I forget the name of it again. Charging the thing here. 4321 Friendship Drive. Alpha Orbital is the one that I'm using. Alpha-orbital.com is the Road to Riches site that I'm using, and I'm on number 73 at this point. I've done all through there. I couldn't tell you how much I've made at this point. About 10 to 15 million per 20 scans or so. 20 lists, 20 items on the... See, that was close enough. I haven't even done my system scan yet here. Let's see. It's going to be all new stuff. 10 objects. I'm looking for number 3. Let's take a look at what we just found. Number 3 looks like could be an Earth-like, could be a water world with ice caps. That's gonna be pretty. Let's go take a look at that guy. So that's what we're here to scan. So I've got everything lined up. My D scanner's active. Yeah, if you look at it in the thing on the left, you'll see it kind of looks like a water thing. That makes me think for sure, almost for sure, that I'm approaching a water world. Out here in my Imperial Clipper, rigged with a jump drive and not much else that's been upgraded beyond. Like, I haven't engineered most of the gear is what I'm trying to get at. The only thing I really have is my frame shift drive. So that I'm within, I think 30 is my max, 29 point-ish light years. I'm way too hot because I'm busy talking. Yeah, I don't want to crash into it because it's not exactly a... I can use this gravity well here to slow down a little bit, though. There we go. Let's come up and scan this bad dog. Yeah, look at that, baby. It's gorgeous. Don't need to get this close. If I had my real dedicated explorer ship, I could scan it from further out. I can get, yeah, water world. It's pretty. Look at how pretty. Okay, let's see. Yeah, there we go. Flying around in my Imperial Clipper, scanning shit. Okay, let's see. So that was number 73 on the list. I'm on to number 74. And the way I do that, I'm just going to gain up some momentum here and fly away so that I know I'm not going to fly into a galaxy, or fly into a planet while I'm talking. I don't see anything in the way anyways. Let's see, and I can check off the list, and then I go to the next one on my list, and I'm at alpha-orbital.com using their list. Actually, it's number 74 that I'm on. What did I say? Yes, I had just finished number 73. This is number 74. PlayStation app. I reconnect it. The bummer is that usually just by the time I'm needing it, it's disconnected. So each time I got to sit here and wait for it to connect, but it's a hell of a lot easier to just cut and paste. It's going to be a bitch again and not let me type. Come on, dog. Okay, shut down the freaking app, come back into the app. Pain in the ass. It's not a perfect system, but it's a hell of a lot easier than trying to do with the built-in PlayStation typey thing. It's connected. I go to connect. Second screen, and it's keyboard, and I don't got a freaking cursor. What is the bid? What is the deal? Oh, I'm also not paying any attention to what the hell I'm doing. So I'm fucking up. Why is it not connecting? No, it really isn't. Son of a gun. Okay, well, let's see. What is it? It is Atiri Sector Alpha, AFA. Do I see it on the screen? AFA. AFA. Not the way I like to hunt these bastards down, but if I can't get connected, it's a pain in the ass to type. AFA D932. Wait a minute. That's where I'm at. Oh, the second body here is also good. That's what this is telling me, and I'm just too stupid to realize. Now that I'm flying halfway across the freaking galaxy, I should have scanned this one too. It's my poor parsing. But this gives me a chance to see the outside. See the system from the outside, which is always cool. I can get an idea of, like, if there were multiple stars in this system, what all is out here. And you know, looking at those other stars in the system, they look kind of inviting too for a scan, because on the picture, they sure to hell look, you know, of the system map, they sure to hell look like they have something to say. They're, you know, I've got 2,000 light seconds that I can keep on talking. I mean, that looks like it could be something, as well as this. That looks, I mean, to me like it could be a water world. I can't tell looking at it. It's not blue, but it's certainly not not gruesome looking, you know. I also don't have this star scanned yet. Let's scan the star first. That we can do from right here. We've got there. This is the one I was flying at to begin with, I think. Just gonna dive in on it, kind of get the range back, because I dropped all my speed. I'm down to like 30 lights. Less than that. It was down to like 10. If not a complete stop, I wasn't paying attention. Hello, co-pilot number 2. How are you, baby? How's my girl? Hey, you gonna come sit with Daddy? How's it going, sweetheart? Gonna make me crash. Gonna make Daddy crash, baby. Oh, you are so good at that. Yes, you are. This kitty cat is so good at making Daddy crash. Yes, she is. Sit down. That's a good girl. That's a good girl right there. Hi. How are you? How's my baby? How's my kitty cat girl, huh? How's my kitty? Everyone, this is Maggie. She's rubbing her face on the microphone, so you may hear that. Hey, baby. Ouch. Got your little claw stuck in my shirt there, girl. So that is a high metal content world. So yeah, that was the next one on the list that I couldn't figure out why it wouldn't jump there. That's because I was there. So that's number 2. So then we got Tiri's Fly C7 Alpha 1 Fly. Let's see. So I've got all this. Yeah, I got all that taken care of. So then we go galaxy map. I can do this from a standstill if I really want to. Fly. Do we see fly? I don't see fly, so let me see if I can get my damn connecting thing to work here. That was that world. So fly C7 is green on this map, which suggests to me that it's an Earth-like. This will be, next trip will be to an Earth-like planet. If I can find it on, I'm having problems with my typing system, not letting me put this data in. Putting it here, but for some reason not on my map. Okay, come on now. Oh, there we go. It's working. Okay, so that's the iPhone, power of using the iPhone app with the game, PlayStation iPhone app, that is. And this is going to be a short little 21 light year jump. You can see by the gray line, I am basically following the road to riches. Took me a 10 light year jump, 10 hop jump to get to WW or KWW B12 out there in a distance, and or whatever the hell it was where I started out that way. Next one is an Earth-like
Frameshift drive
out
charging.
there. So I don't have my super drives with me and all that stuff. It's a decent sized drive that'll power a clipper out. I can get a 30 light year range on this one, which is enough to get around the road to riches without, you know, bumping into things, running out of fuel or whatever. Let's see. So here I'm going to be going just one planet to scan, which is fine. It's an Earth-like. So let me scan the system. And we've got 26 bodies. Do I need... Yeah, let me get some fuel. Let me dip in for a fuel while I look at the system map. I'm not going to get too thirsty. I can do 343 at a time if I go all the way in, but I don't want to dick with it. This looks like it right there, huh? That might just be an Earth-like. A1 is the number on the list. I think that's going to be our Earth-like right there. Let's see. It's just probably a spit away. Yeah, I'll be there in a jiffy. Of course, I have no momentum because I was parked fuel scooping, and I didn't even bother finishing fuel scooping. Right now, it's these little jumps drink so little that I'm not worried about fuel too much. And I don't know, I'm not 100% sure, but I would think that a lot of the stars that I'm hitting are all fuelable. I don't remember one that wasn't. You know, the KGB foam stars. When you're out exploring in the black and you don't have a map of the road to riches in front of you, it's a different story. Fuel scoop at every star. But right now, I'm not that far from the bubble. And, yeah, I've gone, experienced going thirsty in the bubble before, so let's see here. Bye-bye, viewer. Sad to see you go. Didn't even stick around to see the Earth-like. Okay, let's see, Echo. Yep, there it is. That's an Earth-like, alright. I'm just going to go in for a closer view, see what we can see. Salute to you, sir. Good bass. Vandenberg. Good day, sir. Doing real well today. Doing real well. Just kind of cruising around the galaxy, seeing what I can see. Enjoying my Imperial Clipper that I just recently opened up here, and having fun. How about yourself? So that is that system. Okay, let's see. C17. So C17 Alpha 3. That's the next one on the jump. I'm out. I'm doing what's called the Road to Riches. Website alpha-orbital.com has a list of worlds that you can sort into a travel. You could basically travel one little hop to the next, to the next, to the next. That is all high metal content, water worlds, and Earth likes. And it basically, you go along, you cruise, you scan the system, and you go and scan the specific bodies within that system, and you make lots of riches. I'm talking 20 jumps, a bunch of little work in the middle there, and you come out with 15 to 20 million credits. I'm on this next jump will be to number 77 in the list. And if I go there, I'm using, like I said, that website. Let me check the next one off. The next one will be a water world. It is, yeah, and I'm using this app here, PlayStation app, to connect. And so when I do my galaxy map, I don't have to type in the name of the system. I come here and I say, let's see, close, and I say paste. and say done. Why isn't it doing it? Because I just... Where did it put it? Poop. Let me go back. Let me connect second screen. Let me say here. Cursor's blinking. Cursor's blinking. Say paste. There it is. Hell of a lot easier than trying to type it, you know? And then I can say jump. And it's again another... It's 20 light year or 20 light seconds, I guess. No, 20 light years is what I'm trying to say. Along the road to riches here, which I started somewhere out in that. You can see the gray line out yonder. I started way out there, connected to the road, I think, where it kind of makes a crook back on itself over there on the right, and then just kind of made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like 6 jumps, 6 stops along. Some of them have like 3 or 4 or 5 things to scan. Some of them, like this next one, only have... Yeah, the next one only has 1 as well. But let me get along the road here. I'm in an Imperial Clipper. Has a nice frame shift drive boost, but otherwise it's... I don't want to say stock, but it's... I haven't engineered anything that I have installed. But I do have, like, you know, optimal modules as far as I'm concerned for what I've got going on here, for what I can afford. I'm actually doing these runs today to afford to convert this guy into a pirate ship and do a little privateering for the Empire. I'm flying for the Emperor at the moment, trying to earn the Imperial hammers for the it's a multi-shot railgun faction weapon to stick on my Imperial Eagles, and I think 2 on this guy as well for being obnoxious and killing people. Not humans, but NPCs. I'm flying in solo today. Where am I going? I'm going to Alpha 3, which sure does look like a water world like it says on the map, doesn't it? Yep. Sure do. Sure do look like a water world. Let's head over there. It's happy little planets. Bob Ross of the sky, except for I don't do his voice. And as soon as I hit, like, I'm not sure when it'll start. Some of them, the bigger planets, it seems to scan a lot sooner. Whoa, I'm flying way too fast. Let's slow down. Yeah, about 50, and then I overfly because I'm too busy chatting. Loop of shame here. Yeah. Coming around. That's okay, because I want to get in close on this one anyways to see the... They all pretty much look alike, I guess, with the... ice caps on them and so forth. I don't think I've noticed any that haven't had ice caps. There may have been. That's that one. Okay, where are we going? Maybe the next one after that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. So go to HRWD1. HRWD1. Which is also a water world. Also a water world. Okay, give me my maps. I need my jump. I'm going to... Takes forever to reconnect. Thank you. Here. Paste. HRW. Going right there. I like that now I can see where I've been. Where I've been. Let's see. Actually, before I go dicking around, let me actually mark my place now that I've searched it. I checked my route. Okay, I'm there. I like that I could see where I've been to get to where I'm going. I wish it did that over more lengthy periods of time. But it is what it is. I'm happy to have what I've got as far as tools go. That's brand new this update anyways, so I'm happy to see it. Let's get hopping out to where we need to be.
Friendship drive charging.
Charge that friendship drive. It's anarchy, so I'm fine. I'm kind of avoiding the hostile ones as much as possible. Just cause.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Like I said, I'm flying in solo, so it really doesn't matter. Meaning that there are no human people that are going to come after me. And if there's no humans that are going to come after me, there's probably nobody that's going to come after me. The NPCs just don't seem to hunt in that way. They just aren't out there to get, you know, the rival factions. But maybe I just haven't, you know, hit the right areas to see action on that front. In any regard, I'm fine to not see it.
Complete.
Until I go looking for it myself. Right now, all I'm doing is building up my craft before I go and do indeed seek out shit like that. I'm looking for Alpha 3. I probably ought to look before I go flying off into the nether regions of the universe here. Alpha 3 does indeed look like a pretty water world, doesn't it? And again, here's the universe saying, well, this is what that looks like. I was just saying, I don't know if I've ever seen a water world without ice caps. Here is one. At least by the system map it looked that way. So it's another one I'm going to want to get up on close on and get an eyeball on, not just scan and dash. And that's fine. I'm just here to have fun this afternoon and make some mint so I could build out my Clipper as a pirate ship for PvE piracy. Maybe some, I don't know. If I really get, for some reason on the PvE connection, I might, or if I really get a hunkering for, if I really get it working, I guess is what I'm trying to say, I may go hunt Federals in open as a pirate, like player character Federals. Maybe start out with just the NPCs and see what I can do. Make sure is what I'm saying that I have an understanding what the hell I'm doing, and then maybe jump in and try and take out some lower level, because I'm a chicken shit human players. Okay, so there's Alpha 3. HIP 19217 is my next destination. But first I want to just get a look around and see, because sometimes some of these look like they could be something, you know? I mean, this looks like it could be a high metal world. But I don't know that I want to dick around and have to go visit them in particular. You know what I'm saying? I don't necessarily want to deal with the grief of having to fly over there and scan each one. But I am interested in scanning the star. Before I jump out of here. Check that one. The next system has 1, 2, 3 3 things in it and has an earth-like and 2 high metal. Cool. Okay. Bring that up. Again, that's the PlayStation app that I'm using to be able to just cut and paste off of alpha something or another. alphaorbital.com or some shit website, which has the Road to Riches app lists that I'm using here. It's very useful. See, here's a case where I'm going to have to make 2 jumps to get to where I want to go. Rare on the Road to Riches. It's just far enough away at 35 light years that my range doesn't go quite that far. My friendship drive can take me out to 29.75, 30.33 when I'm completely, I think half fuel is what that is. So I guess I could, you know, I don't think it's going to be of any benefit. If it were more than 1 jump, I might have, more than 2 jumps I should say, it might benefit to have remapped after, because I'll be almost at half fuel. That's only the real weight I'm carrying right now is the fuel and then a little bit of some gear. Might as well scan this one on my way through, right? You know what I'm saying? Park this sucker, get some fuel, and then be jumping out to that hip one there to get my goodies. In the meantime, let's look and see what's here. Because, yeah, it's just a bunch of stars. Look at that sucker. This is probably some sort of
Fuel scooping complete.
low temperature gas. Look at this sucker. It's right here on top of me. Holy cow. Holy cow, that's awesome.
Frameshift drive charging.
No. Stop the frameshift drive. Stop all the frickin' drives. Stop. Oh my goodness. Yeah, get us the fuck out of here then. Go. What the hell? Line with death. Where the hell is it? What the fuck? Shit. That's the danger of accidentally entering frameshift. This frickin' push a button and thing on the hat. Sometimes I'm not accurate. It shit like that.
Temperature critical.
Yeah, temperature's critical. You can suck my dick.
Fuel scooping.
Jesus Christ. Now I'm afraid to go in and get warmed up again.
Complete.
Thank you. Looking for world number 7, so somewhere out there in the middle of frickin' Timbuktu. 3, 6, 7. It sure looks like a Earth-like or water world to me. Either or, it's gonna be my scan next. It's out there a ways, not far, but far enough for me to talk for a second. Got this one. We got 7, 5, and 6 in this system. That was surely interesting. That freaked me out. I got too close. I guess I was still within. I was in fuel scoop. I know I was, and I went to go to the map and accidentally triggered my frameshift drive to start taking me out to this system, and almost got killed in the process. Just like because I'm sitting here talking, I'm almost about to ram into this freaking planet here instead of just scan it. So I gotta do the loop of shame here and come around the backside and scan it that way. Do a barrel roll here and get in there. Earth-like or water world? Earth-like, nice. Okay, so that was number 7, which was first on the list for some reason. That's what I'm saying. I don't understand why they put them in out of the order. 5 and 6 are also on this list. 5 and 6. Oh yeah, well look at that. So this is going to be 7, 6, and 5. Hard to say. I'm going to go here, I think. Yeah, all the way on the other side of the freaking system at the moment. Those two, I think, are tidally locked, though, so I may be able, like, one will be there, and it looks, that's what I see, too. I see 2 sets of brackets off in the distance, so I suggest to me that I've got 2 stars side by, or 2 planets side by side orbiting each other. And then orbiting the planet, or the sun as well. Probably should refrain from calling them sun, saying sun, or saying star instead. But old habits die hard. Where I come from in the old world, there's only one star, there's only one sun. Here we are. It never hurts to take it with you. That's not it. That could be it, or that could be it. It's probably that one. Let's see. One, 2, 3, 4. I want 5 and 6. I want 5 and 6. So let's see. Let's go to 6. Map it. Let's go to that one. Okay. You know, I was pointing in this general direction, so. Okay, so let's see. We got 2 more left to scan in this system, and then I've got 2 more systems. One with 1, one with 3 that'll hit before. That'll be 20 for this visit, for this trip. I've been out for about an hour and a half. It'll probably be about 15 to 20 million credits, give or take. I think 4 or 5 Earth Lakes, 3 Earth Lakes, 4 water worlds. I think this is also a water world, though it looks like it might be an Earth Lake. And we'll see where it goes from there. I mean, all the high density metal ones as well. Far scan range. So this is kind of a large planet. Instead of being below 50, I got it like above 100. Started anyways. Yeah, high metal content. That's interesting. So maybe this one's the same. Just do a little flyby so we can look like. Those are boring. I mean, they might be pretty. Let's just fly through there, I guess, and see what we get. I just don't want to be slow. I guess I'm jumping. No, I'm not. I've got Yeah, that was 5 and 6, right? 5 and 6. Yeah, so I'm jumping next. So let's just kind of take a peek here and see what we got. That's kind of cool. I like when planets orbit themselves, one within another, and then also orbit a star. So let's see. That's that system. Scratch my list. And we're going to Hyades Sector Foxtrot Bravo Xylophone. Yeah, I don't type this shit in. I go to my galaxy map, and I'm using a website called alphaorbital.com to have, that's the list that I'm using. So let me see, those are all, yep, and come on, don't screw up my list here. That was HIP 717 or whatever, 217, going to Hyades such and such, and I'm using my PlayStation app on the iPhone to, come on, connect, baby. No PlayStation found. Let's try that again. There it is. No, it's not. That's interesting. Close the app, reopen the app. It's buggy, but it's, I don't want to have to type all these freaking galaxy names and stuff, so I'm using it. PlayStation. Connect to PlayStation 4. Connect second screen. Powered on. Okay, it's connecting this time. Seems like I ought to just close the app each time and reopen it because it's buggy as all get out. But it allows me to do paste and just be done with it. So, let's see. Is this a one jumper? That's a one jumper. Easy 24. Yeah. Okay, off we go. One jump to so-and-so.
Frameshift drive charging.
It's anarchy, not hostile. I'm also power pledged to the Emperor. So, avoiding and like, well, I'm not anywhere in the bubble at the moment. So it's not a worry.
3, 2, 1,
So this one we're looking for number C. I'm sorry, number 6. Number 6. First I'm gonna grab some fuel, do my scan here, and figure out where I've got to go.
fuel scooping.
Get them. 19 objects. I said I'm looking for number 6. 3, 6. Yeah, that looks like it's a rocky moon to me. I don't know what's the appeal of that, but that's what's on the list. Is it says to go visit, so that's what I'm gonna go visit. I'm gonna go see what that is. No one cares really.
Fuel scooping complete.
Looks like it might be a water world. I can look on here and see that it is indeed a water world, so that's what we'll be approaching here. It's nice to get those. Identified signal source. I don't want to tick with anything. Ah, screw it. Let's see what we've got here. That's the thing with exploring in this Imperial Clipper, is that I'm not defenseless, nor harmless for that matter. I've got a fully kitted out bird here that I can take on some bad guys in. I just have never done so. I don't know how it flies, what it does. Safe to disengage. Let's see what we got here. Debris field. We have canisters. Large survey data cache.
Target destroyed.
Or I could just run right into it like that. And that's the end of that. That's the thing.
Cannot comply. Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Water World, yep. Okay. So that's that one. Next one has 3 in the system. It's HIP 22782. Numbers 3, 4, and 5. So let's go galaxy map. I'm gonna trigger it that way because I'm sick of jumping by accident. I don't have anything mapped, but I'm gonna get in the habit. Okay, let's see. That was this one. Next up is this one. Come on, select that. PlayStation app. PlayStation. Connect to screen. Connect here. Paste. Done. It is within my singular jump range, so I don't have to make multiple jumps to get there. That's always nice. Again, kind of cool to survey and see where I've been. Of course, now it only looks like it's got the last 3 or 4 in there. No, there it is. I've been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's most of what I've done today. I think actually I've been on 10 stops today. But that's okay. It has most of what I'm looking for in my numbers.
Frameshift drive charging.
A lot of anarchy out yonder, and I'm assuming that means no government is what they mean by anarchy, and I'm assuming... I know there's no bases out here. I haven't seen any. Let's go scan 3, 4, and 5. Then we're going to call it a day. I'm going to count these up. It'll be 21 blackjack, 21 hits on the chart here. I'll see what that turns in as far as money goes. I'm going to start selecting the stars as soon as I zoom into the system. Scan that sucker. Come this way to get my fuel scooping going on. bold, but I'm not approaching it on a angle. I feel kind of like, hey, look at me diving into a star. But whatever, it got me what I was looking for.
Fuel treatment complete.
Dicking around with my guns there. Got my D-scanner off the list of mappings. Okay, 4, 5, and 6. 4, 3, 4, and 5. So we're going here, we're going here, and here. Those two will be together, so let's go to 3 first. Doesn't matter, because then we're going to do 4 and 5 and then jump home. Jumping home is probably going to be longer than anything else getting here. Took me 10 jumps to get here, to where I started, I should say. We'll see where I am in relation to the galaxy by the time I get back out the other side. It's always interesting to see where I end up on the map. I'm never sure where I'm going to be on the power play map by the time I finish one of these jumping sessions. And it's not... I'm not far outside the bubble. I mean, max is maybe I'm 100 light seconds out. Yeah, no, light years outside the bubble at this point. I don't even think I'm that far. But because my home is, I want to return. Actually, I think I want to return this day to the Achenar and use it to level up some rank at my quote-unquote home. Character's home is supposed to be Achenar, so maybe I'll do that because I need to get him up to allied with that faction regardless. So wherever I am when I pop out of this scanning this time, I'm gonna be going to Achenar from here. Okay, so that's number 3. 4 and 5 are also juicy in this system. I'm using the list from alphaorbital.com, alpha-orbital.com to know where to go in each system. I'm tracking high mineral, water, and earth lakes. I'm scanning them. But I'm almost done with my trip for the day. It's almost an hour and 45 minutes, 1:42 on the counter, that I've been out doing this. So a lot longer than I thought today to do 20. I thought last time it was only about an hour and 15 minutes. So actually almost half an hour extra today to do it. I don't know if that's says something about the power of my higher scanners on my better Explorer ship, that these stock scanners I have to get in close, I have to not also close, but close enough. I mean, here it is. I think this is going to be a water planet. This is either a water or high metal. I can't tell from afar. Water world, yep. So that's number 4. I've got number 5, which is also in this orbit. Yeah, it looks like an Earth-like. Oops. Come on, stay in my border there. It keeps drifting off the side. Okay, it's another water world. I'm going to go and take a close look at that, and then I'm heading off to Achenar. That is 21 hits on the 21 blackjack, 21 hits on the Road to Riches today. That was numbers 64 through 84. Here's water world on the last end here, and then I'm going to figure out where I am. And I want to turn all this exploration data in for good mojo with my home system of Akinar at the moment. I'm going to head off to the Empire. Let's see, so I've got a galaxy map. So looking around at what I did today, it's actually, this is truncated. This is only showing me the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 jumps out of the last, maybe that's accurate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I visited 11 systems today, and this is only the last 8 showing here, and that's fine, because, I mean, it is what it is. Where I'm headed, though, is to Akinar, and that is going to take us about 20 jumps, 15 jumps. No, I'm sorry, it's going to be 10 jumps. 10 jumps to Akinar. And I didn't bother to look to see where I was outside the bubble, but it was far enough that I've got 10 jumps to go to get back to where I want to turn my data in so that I'm getting good faction with my main Imperial faction here. Pledged to Orissa power play. But I want to go get some. I'm 100% with her base. I want to go get 100% allied with whoever its faction ruler, where they are. Ooh, I need to refuel. Got a nice fat fuel scoop on this thing. I think it's a 6A or 6 whatever. It does 343 for me if I, yeah, 343 if I get in close. That's the max that it will do. So it's just sucking down the helium-3. Okay, we're done already. I'm gonna get out of here. I have to get far enough away so that my temperature right above the radar is 64 right now. Just if it drops below 60, I won't overheat when I charge up. I'm not in any danger of blowing anything unless I accidentally drop out of warp or super cruise, whatever they call it, close to a star, and then try and frame shift out. I overheat in this configuration, so I don't know what to do about it yet, but I haven't had the problem yet. Excuse me for coughing. So 10 jumps away from Akinar, maybe 9 now, I think. Scoop each time, it looks like. So I'm doing these 30 plus jumps, 29 plus jumps. Actually, if I remap now, I might be able to get further. In any case, I should be scanning as I go along because there's data to be had. Not in this particular one.
Disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
And it'll start to heat up slightly again. At about 80, it starts to complain, I think. But I'm going fast enough away from the star. And the heat is building up fast enough to go over 55 in this case. I'm using a, they call a HOTUS controller, a hands-on throttle and stick is what that stands for. It's a geeky toy, which is a joystick with a thruster on the other hand, on my left hand. Kind of like a stick on a car if you haven't seen one. It goes in 2 directions, forward and back.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Fuel scoop disengaged. I don't care at this point. I'm going to jump.
Frameshift drive charging.
I'll extra scoop a little more at the next one. I don't have to scoop at every star, but I also have developed the habit from being out far exploring to always scoop when you can. My route is mapped to KGB foam, so I will be usually jumping in on a fuelable star no matter what. But there's been occasions where for some reason it puts these T-Tau stars in that you cannot refuel at, even though I'm told it to map to KGB foam and to put a T-Tau in. And I've been caught once or twice where I had to call a fuel rat to come get me, essentially, to come fuel me up because I jumped and didn't have Didn't realize that where I was jumping into a brown forest, brown dwarf desert or whatever, and didn't have any place to refuel. So I tend to refuel every chance I get at this point. I played for a long time, since I want to say the alpha, but I don't know that. I don't remember for exact. On the PC/Mac, I was on the Mac version of it. Then they came out Horizons, and I could no longer play because it just wouldn't. My Mac wouldn't support it. It was too powerful. So I was sad. But then the PlayStation version came out in July, and I've been just hustling crazy on it since then. I have 6 jumps left to Akinar. And then you can see the capital of the Empire if you're still around. If you're unfamiliar with it, it's one of those locked systems. Basically gonna jump to Akinar, sell off my data. If you're still there at that point, I will look around the station, do a little tour with the camera if you're interested, and then I'm gonna log off and go grab some lunch / early dinner here. 7 objects, so I am actually gonna scan here because there's stuff to see. I wonder if there's anything I can. Oops, that's not what I wanted. No interesting look at my boat, though.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Fuel scoop disengaged. Nah, it's a bunch of crappy looking stuff.
Frameshift drive charging.
Swoosh. I don't know if you're interested at all in interacting. You could type in the chat field and I could speak back to you. That's always an option. You can see like Bass Vandenberg did. It's listed there on the right hand side. He just typed in the chat field and I was able to talk back at him. If you care. I don't care either way. So I'm just going to keep talking to myself if I don't have another person to talk to. So do as thou wilt shall be the whole of the law in this regard. Hail the Emperor and cover your ass. Okay, let's... do I want to... I'm going to stick around and fuel up at this one. I just get a hinky feeling I'm going to end up at some Taos and not able to refuel and be like 2 jumps away from Akinar and be like stupid, you know? So fuel up. I could go in a little closer if I really wanted to. You know, 343 is my max fuel intake, but why bother up there? So off we go. I'm gonna risk powering up at 66 and see how if I could get it into the overheated range before it actually jumps. See, just barely, almost there. I was at 78 at the max heat percentage. It would have sung out in a second or two, but I don't really far away. Let's see. Objects, 3 jumps left. I saw that I just mapped the system, so let's take a quick look. Yeah, I'm in the bubble. There's stations here, so there's nothing certainly nothing undiscovered out here, that's for sure. Excuse me for coughing in your ear. I have no way of controlling, like turning off this microphone, I don't think. Looking at my microphone, does this turn it on? Off. This should have turned it back on. I have no way of knowing if that worked or not, so I'm just a silly monkey over here, jumping from star to star. I've got 3 jumps left to Akinar. Sometimes you might get some beat poetry on it too. Aha. 27 light years. done so far. It'll probably be 2-hour limit, 2-hour mark by the time I'm rolling in. I hope I haven't hit some sort of max cap time limits or anything, because I wasn't expecting it to last 2 hours or even an hour for that long. The stream, I mean, in particular. I guess I can live stream maybe for as long as I care to live stream. Maybe I'll live stream oh, maybe I'll do a whole trip to Colonia. 8-hour trip or 6-hour trip. Just frickin' hold my beer, you know, stock up on beer and just do it as a live broadcast. That's a possibility.
Frameshift drive charging.
If it rains on Monday, I'm on vacation. I took the day off, the intention of taking a bike ride, but it looks like it's supposed to rain. So if it's raining, I just might ride out to Colonia. I understand it's a 6 to 8 hour trip depending on how you map it. But I could just, you know, get my aspects with it's a 49.6 light year range, and next stop is my stop of Akinar, by the way. Get in my faster bird, because this one only has like a 30 light year range. Get on my swift bird and get out there quicker. But I might just do a whole live broadcast that way. Why not? Fuel scooping is complete. Let's run. 65. I'll have enough. I don't think it's going to overheat. Here we jump to Akinar. Blue, white star. 13 light years to Akinar. So I did 21 stops on the Road to Riches, number 65 to 84 today. I'm going to go to Akinar, fly into the main capital base. It's a beautiful star, isn't it? Hail the Emperor, hail the Empire. I am happy to be a citizen here. Let's see. Let me pull this up, and we're going to head for Akinar for... I don't remember which base it is. It's around Capital. Not Conversion, I want Capital. It's going to be Dawes Hub, that's right. So I'm going to Dawes Hub, which is a bit of a trip, but we're talking 5 minutes. It says 20,000 light seconds, but if you are familiar with it, it says 20 minutes, but as my speed, which is currently 20 times the speed of light, increases, that distance is going to drop much quickly. But at this point, it's not a Road to Riches broadcast. It is a let's visit Akinar, turn in the Road to Riches, 21 blackjack hits today, and maybe a little tour of the station, which is one of those that is tropical looking. It has desert palm trees and definitely not your run-of-the-mill station. It's an Earth-like, orbiting an Earth-like. It's one of my favorite types. I'm tempted to look at that unidentified signal, but at this point it could only be bullshit. So I'm going to get into the station here, turn in my stuff, look around the station, and then log and go have some dinner. So we're looking at maybe 15 more minutes, 20 minutes of time left broadcasting today. We'll see. But then I'll be back. I'm doing the Road to Riches today, and I might do another 20 plus on after I eat. Trying to build up enough funds to build this Imperial Clipper into a formidable pirating vessel to do some privateering off in Federation space. Maybe an open, we'll see. I don't know if I have the balls to do that or not. I'm currently flying around in solo, but I am pledged to Arissa Duval. Glory be to her name, etc. And because I want my Imperial hammers. I want my multi-shot railguns. 2 for this bird, 1 for my Imperial Eagle, maybe 1 or 2 for storage, so I got to save up for that too. I will be hitting 4 weeks, like a day or two. I guess Thursday. It's going to have to be Thursday when the rollover actually happens. I'll become high enough a rank with 4 weeks worth of experience to... I have a ways to go. I could actually look at the power play data and see this before our very eyes. So here I am, pledged to Orisa, and my rating... Currently, I have 855 earned this week. I'm 1 day away from being rank 3 enabled, but I don't have... It rolls over on Thursdays, I think, at which point I'll get rank 3 with my access to Imperial Hammers, and I'm going to stock up and stick them on a bird that I can then go pound on some Federation people. Or maybe just the Alliance. We all stomp on the Alliance. Maybe that's what I'll do. I don't know. We'll see. But since I'm pledged, I kind of want to play it up, Privateer for Her Majesty, etc. I guess I could charge in here a little faster. I got 2 light seconds. It says I should slow down. Hail, hail, hail. So, pardon the sniffs and sniffles. I have autumn hay fever and I'm trapped in this cabin that apparently has dust in it. Just like that. Coming in way too hot. Gonna slow down a little bit. Do a little passive act of capital here. And then fly into Dawes Hub, which is the station that I was referring to. I think I'll come around from this side. Fly in this way. Pass on the city here, or the planet I should say. Flying in with the face fully lit in front of me, it's glorious, isn't it? I love these kind of planets. I think they're just beautiful. This is where my character, when I'm role-playing, this is where my character grew up. On Capital itself. And then I always break character and talk of it in third person like I'm doing now instead of just doing it. So that's home. But I can't land there yet. I want to be able to land on beautiful planets. But here we go. So if you have never been to Capital, never been to Dawes, I should say, Hub, this is where we're landing. Co-pilot, hey baby girl.
Mike Alpha Romeo. Please follow standard docking procedures by order of the Imperial Flight Operations Bureau.
Dawes Hub, of course. This is Mike Alpha Romeo. Requesting
Your
dock.
docking request has been approved. Please proceed to Bay 10.
Proceeding at 10. Of course, the cat decides right at this minute to jump up on my lap. Yeah. Hey, pretty cat. Hey, pretty cat. Please let me land this bird without dying. Jesus Christ. Thanks, bird. Thanks, baby. Thanks. Pen's way out there. At least I get some... Yeah, butt right in the face. Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna crash at the last second because my cat decided to jump up on my lap. This is... Please, baby, turn around. Thank you. At least I don't have to see your butt. I've got a minute or 2 to land here, so I'm going to let her settle down. I've got 9 minutes to land, so... Thank you, dear. Thank you, dear. You settled down now? I'm gonna land this freaking pig and go off and eat some lunch. Thank you. Holy cow. Scrape my hole on the way in. That's the fine way to end this broadcast. That's not. I'm not gonna leave yet. I'm gonna go cash in the data on film here.
Landing safely completed. You may alight when ready.
I'm
The
alighting.
Imperial Flight Operations Bureau welcomes you to this facility, Commander.
Thank you. So the damage I did coming in was 2,536 credits. All because my cat decided to jump up on my lap at the very last second here. She's a wonderful co-pilot, except that she likes to do that bullshit. So, here we are, cashing in 21 blackjack visits along the road to riches. Gets me 9.995 million. I think I'll take it. I know I didn't discover anything new. Incoming message. What could that incoming message be? It's probably a boost in friendliness. I'm friendly with them now. Yeah, up in our league reputation. Oh wait, so I'm gonna do a look around Achenar here. Look around stars out here in Achenar. This is the station that orbits capital itself. See, so we've got messages outside you can visit for several different text boxes here. Several of them actually in system as a whole. The DAWS hub in general looks like this. My beautiful Imperial Clipper. We've got a lot of greenery. We've got.
Speeding inside the docking bay puts lives at risk.
I love the pine trees they've got. But it's very beige. It's very kind of looks like a desert almost. I guess the name like Achenar. Maybe it's maybe that's a Middle Eastern kind of thing. I don't know. I don't recognize. It sounds Middle Eastern in any regard. Achenar. That's kind of a cool shot right there with the some of those are belugas, maybe dolphins taking off. But I'm gonna head. Let's see. I'll head right to. I don't know how to speed it up with my POTUS controller here on the joystick. I could be speeding a little faster. I'll take what I can get. Turn around, look back in here. What do we want to see? I don't know. Let's wait for this thing to fly towards us. It's always fun. Oops. Practice my camera moves.
Visitors are reminded that excessive speed in and around this facility is unwelcome and potentially dangerous.
How's this taking off? That's me. Black, dark blue shape on me. Something taking off. Missed that one. Let's see. This is somebody waiting right here. Oh, that's kind of cool.
All legitimate visitors to this
Of course, the
facility
cat
can
decides
either
to jump
show
off my lap.
to
After, it's fine to, you know,
protection of our Imperial
hang
Security
out.
Division.
only there to really jump on my lap when I'm in the middle of landing maneuvers and stuff, and that's fine. Both of my kitties enjoy that, and I love to have them sitting on me. This is kind of, I never really came in and looked at this. So that's like flight control. Alright, because there's windows there. Cool. Assuming you'll see guns in here mounted, because this is where some of the shots come from. Yep. Right there, right on the other side of the machine. Okay, too far. Back up. There we go. And the Emperor bask in her glory. I think that's where I'm going to cut off broadcast tonight. So, for now, hasta la vista. I am going to end.